the goal right now is we're gonna try to track this song Alpha from start to finish, one pass through, no punching, no stops, just try to get it from start to finish. And then after we do that, we may go through certain sections and just show you another way to track drums, which would be more so like section by section. So we'll do like the verse, get that good, and then move on to the chorus and get that, maybe do a couple takes of each, but just to show you some variations in the way that we'll sometimes actually track the songs. So here comes the fun part, the really fun part.
Cool.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Are you gonna want the whole intro, like the extended intro?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, good.
All right, here you go.
Drums.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that was great. We just need to check something. The performance is great. Sounds awesome. Just not sure if Pro Tools is. Just not sure if Pro Tools is. Sorry, we're just not sure if Pro Tools is showing us something incorrectly or if there's something weird going on.
Okay. You need me to do it again? Do you need me to track it again? Do you need me to track it again? There we go. Do you need me to track it again?
I don't think so,
Okay.
but I'm just going to check something out.
Okay. Cool. So while they're, I'll talk for a second. So while they're figuring out whatever is wrong with Pro Tools, that take is pretty close to what I would perform in a live setting over time of playing the song over and over in front of audiences. I've sort of settled into certain little nuances or certain habits with this song. So there's a couple sections that I just maybe do a variance from what was on the record. But for the most part, that was pretty straightforward. You know, if I'm being honest about my own take, there was a couple really little subtle things that I might do different. Like there was a part where I could have played the hi-hat with the left foot but decided not to. And it's little things like that that don't necessarily affect the song overall, you know, the structure of the song, but maybe could be something that we would, if the take was really good, if the performance was good, and maybe I missed the hi-hat chicks on one section, we may go back in and record maybe just that one section, or even if the take is really good, just record hi-hat chicks. And it's not like it's something that I couldn't physically do. So every now and then, if you just need to go in and kind of use a sample of the hi-hat like that, you can do that, kind of layer it in. So it's not something we do often, but it's a possibility if the take is really that good. So do you need to check something here?
I'll check the tuning. They're very confident that this is just a glitch in how. Don't worry, you don't need to get up. In how Pro Tools is displaying things, but just so that I don't sign off on something that is flawed, they're just going to try and reload the graphic. It just looks like these are holding up really well.
And I guess this is a good example of the kind of things you encounter in a real session.
Yeah.
You know, the take may be there, but I forget, when we actually tracked this song,
Yep.
the first time we did it the first day, we had to do it again at the end because what was...
The thing is that when you track, you hit a lot harder than when you sound check, which is great. But in that case, as we were alluding to in the previous section, the engineer had decided to really try and overdrive his preamps to get some kind of saturation on the way in. And it was already on the limit when you sound checked, and then when you did the actual track, it was straight up distorting. So it was not ideal. Sorry, I probably shouldn't hit that drum at the same time as talking, but...
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Cool. So you just
Great
want
performance, though.
do you want to do just maybe one pass through the verse?
Yeah, well, sorry, I don't know which section you want to do a variation of.
It would be cool to do a variation of the second verse, second chorus, and then the bridge.
All through in one go?
No, let's punch each section
Yeah, so
separately.
you know the drill. Play into it and then
Yep.
stop after you've played into the next section. But we'll start with the second verse.
Cool. Yeah, you can start at the end of like the first chorusy outro kind of thing.
The overview looks the same way, but when I do pre-fader metering on it, it doesn't look like the signal's getting that hot. So that's the ride and then snare.
We'll roll with it for now. Yep.
What are we doing now?
Okay, we're going to punch into the second verse.
Okay.
So let's have Matt in on what we're talking about. So I will direct you to the second verse. You also don't need to roll those 22 and 11.
Yeah.
Let's just find this second verse. If I can see the vocals, it's probably going to be the best way of doing it.
Right here.
Yep. It's a lot earlier than that. If this was our own session, we would have probably labeled this, and it would have been a little bit more easy to find our way around, but we will prevail. So...
Yeah, it's always good to label it.
1 second.
Can I just get rid of this for a second?
Yeah.
Just until we find it? Okay.
Yeah, it speeds things up.
We're just queuing that up for you now.
Thank you.
I think you just took off one of the room mics. One of the fells.
Thanks.
Nice.
I'm gonna punch in like on the vocals.
Just a little bit before. He'll play into it. Cool. So we'll keep that one.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into the chorus from that?
Yeah, we can just
so-
take it right from there.
Just roll from a couple of bars from, in the section we were just in. Given probably from halfway through that. On the blue line, probably. All right. It's gonna come in like halfway through. Killer, you're really nailing that. And I kind of want to make a point to people to, if you're going to watch this back later, if you've bought the course, really note how he's playing the cymbals. Matt has a real reputation for hitting a lot of cymbals, but no, he's really not hitting them that hard. You're really not laying into them, but you are laying into the shells and the kick, and that's exactly what I want as an engineer and a producer. So definitely take notes on how he's playing this song, because in order to get the shells to sound a specific way, he has to be lighter on the cymbals. And in fact, that's going to make the cymbals sound better too. So
Yep.
definitely take notes if you can.
One more section. One more section we should do is the kind of like the busier section where it starts. Just kind of that way, maybe through the end.
Okay.
Cool.
I think the toms are fine. I won't retune. We'll just go. So this is going to be where the break is in all the instruments. It might be easier to find out. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Let's go on that.
We'll take you. Do you want to play through the gap, or do you just want to join in when everything kicks back in?
Give me the gap.
Okay. So we'll play you in from the last section. Hit the last crash if you can, and if you're going to do some cymbal accent stuff, then go nuts.
Okay.
This is an alright spot right before that gap.
Yep. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah.
Are you good?
Wicked, yeah. And also just to point out, like we're not paying quite as much attention to things like the fades, like being dead silent on the fade out. You know, we're not recording the album version here, but we'll make a comp, I don't know, during the show or afterwards, and we'll try and include some of these different variations so that tomorrow when we get to mixing, or in the next segment when we get to mixing, we can hear how all that stuff translates. Great job.